hello. I wasn't actually going to do a video. I didn't bring my mic with me, so the wind could be a factor on this video. I'm not too sure, but I thought I'd just put a little something together. Not racing today, it's Sunday. Bit of a chilled out day. I'll just turn the camera around and I'll show you where I am. So, local fields, gone for a dog walk. Old Rock over here, my faithful companion. And I just thought I'd do a bit of a waffly one. I'm not going to keep it too long. Have a little chat about how things are going and the year so far. So the year so far has been good. We've been nominated top 3 RC race content creator. That's quite good, really. Obviously lost out to the No Name podcast, which have been around a long time. So to be up there with those guys, that's really, really good. 2 blokes just messing around with RC cars in a field to where we are now. Thanks to everybody who supports what we do. There's a lot of people that do. So yeah, the year's got off to quite a bit, a bit of a flying start. We've got obviously a couple of things booked in the diary. We've got Stockfold on the 9th of August. That's going to be our vintage outdoor meeting of the year. So looking forward to that. Get that date in the diary. Not taking bookings for that yet, but we will. What else are we doing? Wheel spin. We've got the wheel spin one coming up. That's going to be good. For those of you that are asking, it's actually going to be an open tyre event. People have said, use the honeycombs, and I think that Matthew Tunks and a few of the other boys and that have been down there having a test. They do work down there. You're more than welcome to use them. The reason we're not going to nail it down to one controlled tyre is purely because of cost. So we're going to try and we're probably going to have some new people turn up, the people that haven't raced before. So we just want to keep the costs down, because obviously 4 new tyres, 4 new sets, 4 new wheels, all adds up. Plus you've got to pay for the event and such. So that's the reason. I understand. I think that the controlled tyre on the vintage stuff is cool, because it does kind of create a little bit of slip and slide, just like they used to be back in the day. I think the issue we've got is people that are new into the hobby and new to vintage wouldn't have raced in them conditions. They wouldn't have been out on a Sunday like some of us were, racing our buggies on dirt, stuff like this. Real dirty conditions with a car slipping and sliding around, fighting for grip all the time. So that's basically why. This video is also about, I'm quite a Carl and I advocates about mental health, men's mental health. Now, if you look at the the analytics of our channel, 100% male. And apparently that's what it says, and from the ages of like 20 to 60, something like that. So we're all kind of in the same position in terms of that. But January is a tough year. Actually, Christmas is a tough year, isn't it? December can be a tough year for lots of people. Check in with your mates, check in with people, because it's a tough old time right now. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were saying they'd lost a friend to suicide and things like that. So just check in with people. And that's, again, one of the reasons, the RC community is brilliant. Absolutely love the hobby, the people we meet, fantastic bunch of people, like-minded folk, and so racing aside, that has always been an absolute brilliant thing to do. It's just a really great community of people. So yeah, I think check in with your mates. If you haven't heard from anybody for a while, ring them up, see how they're doing, knock on the door. We've got to look out for people, haven't we? Let's be honest. So if you're a regular at the channel, you will see that we recently put out a video featuring Ben Smith and Trish Neal from Schumacher, and we got some really good tips from those guys how to drive faster. So I was kind of wrestling with myself a little bit, because obviously we've got your nice buggies and this, that and the other. Now I'm 48, so couple of years shy of 50. And the reactions, I want to be a better driver. We all want to be better drivers, don't we? But I think I've absolutely come to the conclusion that, I don't know, am I going to get any better? But what I did learn from those guys is that turning things down, working, when you get to a track, just look at the track. Maybe if you're allowed, walk the track. And just look at the lines, look at where you can make up time. Something I've never done before. It's just daft, isn't it? Two things you can do: get your eyes tested for one, or walk the track when you get to an event, and just, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Going a bit slower is ultimately, you might do well, because it's not about a straight line, is it? Let's be honest. That old speed run thing ain't for us. If you've watched any of our videos, we ain't very good at that. We smash things up. Well, Carl does. So it's all about getting around the track quickly, and it's not always out and out speed. In fact, it's very rarely that. What else we got coming up? So we're in talks with Hearts. An interesting thing we're going to do over there. We're looking at doing something like an RC festival type thing, where we're just gonna, like an open day, because we're all about sort of getting new people in and promoting the hobby, that. So that's going to be good. That'll be in the summer as well. So we got quite a lot coming up. Obviously loads of content. We're doing loads of classes and bits and pieces, and just really enjoying the hobby. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know. We always wanted the channel to kind of develop and maybe become a full-time thing. It's not going to do that, because we are a niche. We're a niche of a niche when you think about it. RC cars is a niche. RC racing is a niche of RC cars. So kind of pigeonhole ourselves a bit in that respect, but we love it. We're going to keep doing it for as long as we can, to be quite honest with you. So don't worry about that. If you've got any ideas for future videos, put them in the comments. I had a funny comment coming earlier on, actually, because I raced my Cougar Classic, which was the kit I had from when I was a kid, and I recently put Team Associated big bore shocks on it. Some people didn't like that, but those people, if you're more than welcome to get me some nice Schumacher ones if you've got the money. So I'll give you my address if you want to do that. It's always a bit of a talking point. Let me turn around, the dog's going mad. It's always a bit of a talking point, isn't it, where we get vintage cars and then we put all these new hop-ups and that. Some people, they don't like it, but where do you draw the line, essentially? I do wonder, actually, if the vintage scene is gonna, I don't know, do you think they're gonna change their name to like vintage, we've spoken about it before, vintage style racing, because you've got these new breeder cars coming out, which I actually think is a good thing. You can't stop it, like the Rubrics and the Trick Bits cars, fantastic cars. I know, because I ran the Trick Bits YZ10 in the summer, and it was absolutely one of the best cars I've ever driven. So I don't know, it's obviously our event. What we've done is we're just going to do the one at Wheelspin, if you're aware of it. We're going to do 3 rounds. Sorry, is it 3 rounds? I can't remember. We're going to just basically do seeded practice, so you forget your groups. We thought we'd do something a bit different, and then hopefully, we'll see what the format's like. Maybe it will change, I don't know. Anyway, there you go. So to sum this video up, thanks to everybody who supports what we do. It means a lot to Carl and I. Look out for others. Check in with your mates. Check in with people if you ain't heard from them for a while. Look out for some of the stuff we've got up and coming. We're going to open the bookings for the Wheelspin event within the next couple of weeks. I think it's going to sell out quick. There's only going to be room for 70, maybe 60 people, so that's going to sell out reasonably quick. Oh, forgot, didn't I? MKGP. We've got that coming up week after next, I believe. I'll be there on a Saturday. Carl will be there Saturday and Sunday, racing his truck. I'll be there to take the mickey out of him, which should be quite funny. So yeah, get along to that. It's going to be a real spectacle. Anyway, thanks for listening to me waffle for 10 minutes or so. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit the old ding dong bell. I'll see you in another.